Hey guys, today I'm reviewing Get Tan Sunless Bronzing Mousse. I'll be giving you my final rating of this self-tanner at the end of this review, so make sure to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I'll be going over all points you need to know about this self-tanner. So as far as the price, this one sells for $44, which sounds like a lot of money and it's expensive, and sounds expensive because it is, but once you consider in what you get with this self-tanner, it becomes more reasonable. And I'll go over that in a few seconds. This is a mousse, and it has a dark brown guide. So it's not exactly a black guide, but it's definitely on the darker side. You can really see it as you apply it to your skin. And the smell of this one is really, really good. It smells like apples, which is kind of an unusual smell for a self-tanner, but I really enjoyed it. I like the smell of apple smelling products. The weird thing is it has like Indian gooseberry, acai berry, fig in it, so maybe that's what's making it smell like apples, I don't know. Or it has apple fragrance in it, because it does say it has fragrance. But it smells really good nonetheless. It did a good job covering up the DHA. The next morning I could smell a little bit of DHA. The apple scent had faded away, but the DHA scent wasn't really strong at all. I could barely smell it unless I really tried, so that was also good. And the application of this is pretty easy. They give you everything you need. So when you order this, it comes with the self-tanner. It comes with this back applicator. As you can see, I've used it. It's all brown. But you just put the self-tanner on there and then rub it on your back. It also comes with an exfoliating mitt. This is like a really flimsy kind of rough mitt. You use this in the shower before you tan to exfoliate your skin. You could either use it with an exfoliator or with your body gel. And it also comes with a tanning mitt. So when you order this, you get all four of those things, which does make the product more reasonable. It works out to $5.50 per ounce for this, which is more expensive than average. But like I mentioned, you get all that stuff with it, so that makes it better. Anyways, the self-tanner was pretty easy to apply. The dark guide makes it easy to see when you're applying it, and it blended really easy into my skin. It went pretty smooth all over my whole body. I used a tanning mitt everywhere except for my back, where I use the back applicator. When I was done, my back looked a little splotchy because that thing, it's easy to use, but you still can't get every single inch. So it looked a little splotchy, but thankfully that was just all the guide, and it washed off the next morning in the shower. The drying time, it was about 15 to 20 minutes to dry, which is very average. I was pleased with that. In general, mousses usually take a little longer than lotions to dry. I usually prefer using lotions over mousses, but this one was actually pretty easy to use. The drying time was good. It didn't feel sticky. My skin felt smooth and pretty dry to the touch after it dried. So for a mousse, I think this one's actually pretty good. And that leads me into the results I got from it. The next morning after I showered off the guide, I had a pretty medium to dark shade tan. I was about 3 to 4 shades darker, and I really, really liked the way my tan looked. It looked bronzed and sun-kissed. It didn't look fake at all. It was very smooth looking. But for those of you who are looking for a more natural light tan, I think this one will be too dark. But for me, I really, really liked the color, and I just looked really bronzed. And I was very happy with my tan. After I looked at the formula of this tan, I think it's a stock formula that a lot of self-tanning brands use. Just because the ingredients are so similar to a lot of the other ones I've tried. But I do like this one. It smells good. It gives you a great tan. I think men will like this one too. Unless you're looking for a gradual or light tan, this one you won't like it because it's too dark. The one thing I really don't like about this self-tanner is it did stain my sheets. I washed them the next day and a lot of it came out, but there was still some stains in there. So you need to be very careful with this one. It will come off on clothing. It will come off on your sheets. Just make sure you're aware of that before using it. It lasted about 5 days-ish, and it faded really well. I didn't notice any extreme splotchiness or patchiness or dryness as it faded. It faded kind of like a natural tan would, and I was happy with the 5 days it lasted. So that brings me to my overall rating of this, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I think this mousse is better than average, especially for a mousse. Like I mentioned, I usually like lotions better just because they're easier, but this mousse was pretty easy to use, especially including everything they give you. So I am happy with this, and I want to know if you guys have tried this Get Tan mousse. Make sure to comment your experience on it below. Also, if you have a self-tanner you've been wanting to purchase but you want me to review it first, you can comment that below and I'll make sure to try it out for you. And for more information on this self-tanner and many others, please visit us online at SelfTanning.com and on Facebook and Twitter.